The navies of the Philippines, Australia, and Canada hold drills east of Scarborough Shoal or Bajo de Masinloc. One of the 3 school children hit by falling debris from a condominium in Quezon City has died. A shooter opens fire through the window of a Catholic church, killing 2 children in Minneapolis. Filipino tennis ace Alex Eala says she wants to go as far as her career would take her. And independent Filipino filmmaker Mike DeLeon dies at the age of 78. The Philippines' BRP Jose Rizal, Australia's HMAS Brisbane, and Canada's HMCS Ville de Quebec sailed from El Nido, Palawan to hold drills east of Scarborough Shoal or Bajo de Masinloc on Wednesday, August 27. This as part of Exercise Alon 2025, a biannual bilateral military exercise between the Philippines and Australia. The Armed Forces of the Philippines says the 3 vessels engaged in an air defense exercise and a photo exercise during the Multilateral maritime exercise in the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. This year's exercise Alon is the largest yet, involving 3,600 personnel in military drills across Palawan, the West Philippine Sea, and northern Luzon. Around 1,600 Australian troops joined the exercise, Australia's biggest military deployment so far this year. The joint drills come just weeks after 2 Chinese ships collided near Scarborough Shoal while trying to pursue a Philippine Coast Guard vessel. One of the 3 school children hit by falling debris from a condominium along Tomas Morato in Quezon City has died. The Quezon City government confirmed this in a Facebook post Wednesday, August 27. CJ Baldonado was in critical condition for 2 weeks. The debris that fell on CJ and 2 other school children came from the Atherton Place condominium. Of the 2 other injured students, 1 remains in critical condition. ABS-CBN earlier reported witnesses say a piece of plaster from between the 7th and 8th floors of a building suddenly fell and struck the students on the head. CJ's mother, Carla, said her family will take legal action against the owners of the building. The city government meantime says it is preparing criminal and administrative complaints against those believed to be responsible for the incident. Media reports say the Atherton Place condominium management expressed willingness to cooperate in the probe. An attacker armed with 3 guns opened fire through stained glass windows into a Catholic church during a school mass on Wednesday, August 27, killing 2 children and injuring 17 others, officials said. Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara says the shooting ended when the suspect, 23-year-old Robin Westman, died by suicide at the back of the church. Authorities have not yet given a motive for the attack. The 2 victims, aged 8 and 10, were killed where they sat as gunfire shattered the calm of the morning mass, turning it into chaos. The attack happened at the start of an all-school mass held annually on the first Wednesday of the academic year at Annunciation Catholic School. In addition to the 2 children who were killed, 17 others were shot, 14 of them students between the ages of 6 and 18, and 3 adult parishioners. Filipino tennis ace Alex Eala says she wants to go as far as her career would take her, as she aims to become the #1 female tennis player in the world and the first Filipino to win a Grand Slam. Eala says in an interview, quote, "My belief is so strong, so my goals are exactly that, to be #1 and to win slams. More than that, it's just to reach my full potential." The 20-year-old still has more matches to play, even after her US Open run ended with a 6-4, 6-3 loss to Spain's Cristina Buxa in the second round on Thursday, August 28, Manila time. Eala is set to compete in the Sao Paulo Open in Brazil from September 8 to 14. This will be Sao Paulo's first WTA tournament in 25 years. The tournament gives Eala another chance to build on her impressive year, where she has already made history several times for the Philippines. In March, she gained global attention by beating Grand Slam champions Iga Swiatek, Madison Keys, and Jelena Ostapenko to reach the semifinals of the Miami Open, becoming the first Filipino to reach the Final 4 of a WTA 1000 event. Eala later became the first Filipino in the Open era to compete in the main draws of both the French Open in May and Wimbledon in July, although she exited in the first round of both. Between those events, she also made history as the first Filipino to reach a WTA final, finishing runner-up to Australia's Maya Joint at the Eastbourne Open. Independent Filipino filmmaker Mike DeLeon has died at the age of 78. His family confirmed this to French film distributor Carlotta Films and was announced Thursday, August 28. Known to be fiercely political, DeLeon was the brilliant mind behind a myriad of films that offer deep social commentary and that highlight the plight of the marginalized. One of his greatest works as cinematographer is Maynila sa Kuko ng Liwanag, which was directed by Lino Broca and starred Bembol Rocco and Hilda Coronel. DeLeon would go on to direct films such as Sister Stella L, Itim, Batch 81, Kakabakabakaba, and Kisap Mata. Among his latest works before his death was the award-winning 2018 film Citizen Jake. It follows the story of idealistic citizen journalist Jake Herrera, who is in a constant clash with his politician father, a Marcos apologist. Other than his extensive filmography, DeLeon also has a book titled Mike DeLeon's Last Look Back, which he referred to as a, quote, photographic memoir of his life in cinema. And that's today's wrap. I'm JC Gotinga. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on wRapper's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.